Hi guys, welcome to, episode 6. Day 6, episode 8. All right, I'm just drinking coffee this morning. This afternoon because it's like 12. And I just could not, it comes with this, but it's all so worth it. And plus, because you guys know I have shared my health journey the last few years on my channel, mainly my YouTube, but other platforms are catching up to some stuff. But I think it's just because, if you are dealing with certain things like Epstein-Barr virus, none of this is medical advice. This is just my thoughts. Autoimmune, just like different things, like your body has already taken a toll. And so now it's like, oh my gosh, like something good is happening. And it's just like, it's just going through the process. Trust the process, okay? Because like the other day, we had the dance party. Oh my gosh, like that was amazing to be able to do that again. So I know that this is going to help me, but it's just like, these are just symptoms of getting the toxins out, like killing the toxins. They're still stuck in the body, so they have to have a way out. And that binder, that's why the binder is so important. And I'll talk more about that in next, in other episodes. But today specifically, I'm going to literally just talk about the die off or detox symptoms. So in the first kit I did, the Parify, that was where you would experience die off symptoms because it's killing parasites. It was also doing getting rid of molds and heavy metals. So this cleanse that I'm doing is the moldies, and this is just for mold, not just, but for mold and for mitochondrial health. This is why I got it, because I know the importance of healing the mitochondria, and I stumbled across some stuff doing research. I am in school for my BSN, and I was studying CREST syndrome, and one of the studies that came back was the mitochondrial membrane, which already has a double layer. It's not permeable to let in the good things and bad things and whatever. It's not permeable when it gets injured, and it can get injured due to lack of oxygen. Now, I know me personally, I have had issues over the years where it's like a ripple effect. So that tooth infection I had, it caused like different things, sleep apnea, so I wasn't getting oxygen, Then it led to weight gain and edema, and a lot of that stuff has gone down, but it's still there, and I'm still working through it, and my mitochondria has been damaged. And so it's literally a ripple effect. I did a whole PowerPoint on it, and it causes like different things. None of this is medical advice. This is so you can be entertained. Always talk to your doctor. But you can download so this is what I'm going to do. Download the Rogers Hood Guide to Drainage ebook for additional drainage support and tools. Be like, I need to get this stuff out. Okay. They call this Herxheimer reactions, aka die-off or detox symptoms. Okay. Potential reactions during detox: anger, anxiety, depression, irritability, rage. Okay, yeah, sure. I've had some of those. Totally went off on my family this morning, listening to them text messages and pictures like, why didn't you guys use paper plates last night? Like, when mama's down, you got to use paper plates. And the dishwasher is down. Like, you know what I mean? So something's happening with that thing. Usually we can reset it, but I think it's like, it's time to get something going on. I don't know. It's new to me. I mean, we got it more than 5 years ago, but I mean, come on. So anyways, bloating, constipation. I feel like maybe the last 2 days I'm getting that constipation part. The beginning, and then the next symptom, diarrhea. I think in the beginning I had like a little diarrhea. Now I'm getting a little constipation. Fatigue is the next one. Total fatigue. Like that is like where I'm at yesterday and today, but yet I have more energy than I usually do. I'm out more than I usually am. Like I have been in the bed every single day for almost 2 months because I had surgery, and among other little things that, you know, where I have been healing, that has been a regular occurrence in my life, you know, throughout different times, depending on what I'm dealing with. But I mean, for me to be out, have a dance party and all these things, and, you know, that is pretty good to me. So I feel like if you're an average person with average health things, you might not have as many symptoms or as intense. Brain fog, dizziness, headache. Now, usually I suffer from headaches, but it's due to something going on. I'm not typically like this headache girly, but I was having swollen lymph nodes, and they just kept coming and going, and especially since after the surgery. And so I feel like that presses on, you know, nerves and stuff in my head, and I think that just inflammation causes headaches. I have not had headaches with this. So I do still feel like swelling and stuff going on, but it's not that bad. Acne. Now, this thing came before I even started. Skin bumps, skin rashes. I don't have any of that, but I'm not sensitive in my skin. Breakouts, sore throat. I have had sore throat, but that was just due to me getting over cold. Excess mucus, because you're like getting rid of, you know, the mucus you're detoxing. And I would say that could be on both ends, like mucus here, mucus there. You want to see mucus there. Anytime you're doing a detox in general, you want mucus to come out of yourself. So, but I haven't had a lot of mucus in my opinion, not compared to what I've seen when I have detoxed. But I'm also not, like, I typically am juicing, but because, I mean, life has just been going bam, 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 and just like, you know, my husband is stretched in so many directions. Juicing does take this extra amount of time and energy, and we've been ordering the food online to get delivered from a company. So it's not like, I mean, they kind of handpick your stuff. So, but I'm going to, now that I'm more mobile, I'm going to get my kale juicing going. Like, I need to do that. That needs to be a priority, but I'm going to start with buying a bottle of juice. Like, it's just going to have to be buying kale juice. And I say kale because, and celery, stuff like that, something that's green. When I do green stuff, I feel just amazing, especially when I juice it, because when you're doing liquid, you know, it goes right into the cells. It can absorb better. Sure, you're wasting the rest unless you use it for something else, but it's so good. And the last one is flu-like symptoms. So there you go. I've been having the flu-like symptoms. This coffee is so good right now because I did like a maybe like a teaspoon of brown sugar, and then I did the Chobani hazelnut creamer. It's so good. And then of course I used the Mountain Cabin premium coffee. If you're interested in good coffee and non-toxic household stuff, hit me up because I can sign you up. And I'm just gonna put this in here. You know what? No, I'm gonna save it for another day. I tend to add too much, do too much. So I'm just gonna chill. But this morning I did take my 4 tinctures, and I need to now take the Immune and the Moldies. So these are the ones you basically want to carry with you. Let's see. I am going to look more into the Red Artist because this is the one I was like so excited about. And then I'm going to give you guys information on that. And then the Recover is pretty awesome too because it helps to sustain you while you're going through the detox. So it comes in a kit. And then I will, of course, there's like the capsules. The binder comes in like a little jar in capsules. And I'll, you know, eventually share that with you guys. So we have 30 whole days to go over stuff, but I at least wanted to just be honest and share with you guys how I feel, how things are going, and just document this because I really want to advocate for mitochondrial health. And this is not a coincidence. You have to remember, I don't know if you know this, but on the first episode, if you go to the playlist, it's on my YouTube channel, this all started with a dream God gave me. And God has been very, very, oh my gosh, amazing on my healing journey. You cannot tell me that, God doesn't, yeah, we go through hard times, but God is with us on this journey. And I'm so grateful because I am going to the healthcare profession. And I tell you this, all the stuff that I've gone through, I have learned so much more than I probably could just going to school or just going and working with patients. Like, I have been the patient on the other end. I sit back and I observe how each profession works with me, deals with me, talks with me, how they listen, how they don't listen, how they, like, just different things. And I am the type, and God knows it, that I need hands-on learning. And hands-on can mean experience. I'm the one experiencing. And so he knows what he's doing, and he's gracious in the way he is allowing me to go through this. Now, I know that the enemy does try to knock us down and, cause us to give up, but God's grace is always there. When we are obedient to him, love him, follow him. Not that it's conditional, but God looks out for his beloved. And if you were once in Christ, but you've just backslidden, the Bible says God is married to the backslider. So he's still married to you. It's just like the story Hosea, his wife was unfaithful. So we can be an unfaithful bride to God sometimes, but he is faithful to us, and we can go back to him. So, yeah, that was just a tangent. Next time let's see. All the information is on here. Like, when you get the kit, it's really good information. I don't know why the Red Artist information isn't on there though. So I'm just going to do some more digging. And I just know that when this was promoted and the Red Artist, it was sold out. And it was, when I looked into it, I was like, oh, I got to get that. And so I waited for the Red Artist to get back in stock so that I could order my kit, because I just knew it was very important. So back to what I was saying, mitochondrial health. Oh yeah. So it was a God thing. God did it. And then literally, like, the dream he gave me, I don't know if it was a year ago, 6 months ago, it was somewhere in that range where he gave me a dream. It was just mitochondria. And I was just like, okay, God, I just know what you're telling me is that I need to heal my mitochondria, look into mitochondria, focus on mitochondria. And then I started hearing Dr. Pampa. His ads started coming up about mitochondrial health. And then I was watching this stem cell biohacker lady talk about mitochondrial health and the big C. So God wants his bride to be healthy. He wants us to be wise. He wants us to, sure, we all have our struggles. My struggles, donuts. I love donuts, but I have gotten better because I used to eat a few donuts at a time, but now I can do one and maybe two. It just depends. I don't necessarily need all that, but I cannot wait to get started running. Another dream God gave me is I was running. I was back to running in the forest and on my path. And I just cannot wait. And then my daughter one day, a couple days later, she was like, Mom, you're going to run 3 miles with me. And I was just like, I can't wait, because she started running, for the first time this year for school. And it was such a God thing, because the day she wanted to give up on running, which was like her first or second practice, we saw a license plate and it said, keep running. And then we saw all these seashells, and then when we went to pick up her school uniform, the area was designed, the landscaping had seashells everywhere. It was just like God was showing his love and guidance and saying, here, you can run, and I have something for you in this running club. And you know what? She got an award. They just got awarded. She got the 6'7" award. So cute. 6'7". So she got that award, and it's because she was the youngest one, or a 6th grader, and she was running with the 7th graders. And instead of doing, like, sometimes when they would have the 6th grade, if they had 6th grade, the 6th graders would do 1 mile. But when they didn't have 6th grade, she would run with the 7th, 8th graders, and she would have to do the 2 mile. And so she was running both. And when it came down to running with the 6th grade and doing 1 mile, she'd be like, Mom, I don't want to do that one. I want to do the 7th grade one. And I'm just like, you know, God is so good. But, so yeah, like, I just feel like God is calling not just me to heal the mitochondria or focus on it or understand that, we can heal it, and it can, I mean, I swear in that research paper, it was, yeah, maybe I'll share more about that too in detail. I can put like a screenshot of some of the information that I found, or my PowerPoint or something. I don't know. But all right, be blessed. I'm going to enjoy this amazing coffee. Yeah, I have more information if you want non-toxic cleaning stuff for your home, cleaning, snacks, coffee. I love this stuff because it doesn't break the bank, like literally, and it gets shipped right to you. I can order every month. I can order whenever I want, but every month is healthy. If you want to spend like $100 a month on cleaning and snacks and food and coffee and gifts, there's makeup. I actually really love their foundation, but I also use Arbonne. So, you know, I love Arbonne. Arbonne is the cleanest. It's Swiss formulated, but I personally, with Arbonne, I love their protein and a few other things that they have. I love their well vitamin, the B vitamin. It's like a gummy. It is a gummy, but I love it because it doesn't make me sick like other B vitamins. And I mean, their quality is just top notch, and their cleaning facial products, but don't judge my face because I haven't used it in the last few days. I've just been exhausted. But Melaleuca, just as a whole for everybody, I mean, they have soap, they have lotion. Oh, did I say what it was? I'm not supposed to say the company, but it's amazing and I love it. And just hit me up. I can sign you up. I don't care to draw out or try to sell you anything. I'll just tell you what it is, flat up, what you get, what you have to do to maintain your monthly thing. But literally, I spend like $100. Like, I mean, you could spend more, but like $150 a month, $125 to get your points. It's easy to get the points because you put a cleaning product in, you put your food product in, you put your coffee in the basket, and it starts to add up. So it's amazing. I love it. And I'm just rambling just because I'm having coffee in my system. I'm getting my energy, you guys. I'm getting my energy. Okay, I have stuff to do. I need to study. Like, it has been so hard to even study for like, how am I going to pass this exam, this practicum? I was doing so good up until now, the last week. Like, I'm struggling, but God will give me the grace to get through. So God bless you guys.